This is the task at hand, and it is create a dynamic chart that displays each salesperson performance for a selected month or their total for the entire year. This is the data right here, and this chart here fulfilled that particular criteria. It answered the deliverable. So you can also select yearly total, and then you see everything. So we are just going to move here to do what needs to be done. Okay, the first thing is we need to figure out how to create the summary table, after which we will then create the chart. So the first thing here, I'm just going to name display sales rep. Then here would be, let's just say, let's leave that place blank for now. So to get our sales rep, because we have just one occurrence for each sales rep, there are no repetition, I'm just going to just reference the list here. Okay, that is good. Now, how do we get the month? Let's start with 1 month yet, and then how will that be dynamic? If we just want to reference 1 month, we can simply do the same thing and just highlight it, but definitely that will not be dynamic, and we need something that is dynamic. So what can we do to make it dynamic? We can use index function. So I'm going to use index, and then I need to select the array, which is what, all of this. Now, we are not dealing with rows, so I won't fill in the row number. Then I need to fill in the column number. So if I put 1 here, what happens? I'm seeing January values. If I change that to 2, then I'll be seeing the values for February. If I change that to 3, then I'll be seeing the values for March. So that is good. So we only need to make that number part dynamic, then we'll be good. At the same time, we also want to make sure that what we are selecting is actually January, February, March, and not 1, 2, 3. So okay, so the first thing, I would create a drop down list here. So I've clicked here, or let's put it here. Now I'll go to the data tab, then click on data validation, choose a list. Then I need to come here to select the range of the list, which is this right here. So, and click on, okay, let's do that again. Highlight all of these, then click on OK. Now we have our drop down list that we can use for the selection, but we need to link it to this place one way or the other, and I'll be using the switch function here, so that I'll have, when I select January, I want to see 1 here. When I select February, I want to see 2 here. So now I can use the switch function for that. The formula is a bit long, but we are just going to write it. So the expression is this, then comma. So what for the value? So January. So I'm saying when it is January, then just give me 1. Then when it is February, then 2. When it is March, 3, and so on and so forth. We can do this in another way by simply listing the 1, 2, 3 over the months. That also is going to work, and then using like a VLOOKUP, but I just want to do it this way. I believe we can still do it in another way, maybe using row function or the rows function. That would also work. So you can do the same thing in Excel using several methods. Okay, we're almost done. Then July 7, August 8, September 9, October 10, November 11, then December 12. Okay, the last one is very important, the yearly total. So it's important I believe the capitalization is important, so you have to write it the same way it appears there. So now close the bracket. I hope there are no errors. So we are good. So if I select February year, that is 2. If I select yearly December, that is 12. So I will just come here and then change this to this number right here. Then that way eh, this drop down is now controlling this. So now we've gotten our results. So this is good. I can go ahead to also I can come here and say equals whatever is here. So that's would make sense. Then I can come here and type select month or whatever if it's yearly total. So this is actually good enough. I can create my chart now. My only issue with this is that it's not sorted, and then it's not easy to sort it. It's not really easy, so I want to sort it according to the sales rep. So what will I do? I will now kind of edit this formula a bit, so I know that okay, this is how I'm getting the sales rep. For this, I would copy this formula. Okay, then let's delete everything here. Now we are using the h stack function to combine everything together. So h stack, then the first array is the sales rep, and then the second array is this. So if I close my bracket now, we have exactly the same results, just that it will be easier for us to sort now. But we are not sorting using like drop down filters, we are sorting using a function. So I'll come here and type sort. Then this is the array we want to sort. The sort index is 2 because we want to sort with the second column. Okay, then the sort order is descending or ascending. Let's just check first. So now we have a sort order which is descending for now. So now I can go ahead to create my chart. So simply highlight everything, then go to insert. Now I want to use this chart. So looking at this, I don't want this particular sort order, I want the opposite direction. So I'm going to come here, then select and use 1 instead of +1. Then yeah, this is actually good. So let's just make this a bit bigger. Okay, I clicked on the bar, then control 1. I'll change this to 50, just formatting the chart a bit. We are almost done. We've achieved our aim. Let's make that black. Okay, also the title, we can have a dynamic title that is just saying something. So what do we want to display as a title? Equals, so I want it to be sales performance, salesperson performance hyphen the month. Okay, so I have this, and I'll put and, which is like concatenating it with the month. Okay, so this is displaying here, not on the chart yet. So just click on your chart title, then come into the formula bar, type equals to and select this, press enter. Then we have our dynamic chart title. So if I come here now and then select February, my chart is showing February like information, and then the title also makes sense. We can just cover that up with our charts, or we can make everything invisible by making the text color white. So they are still there anyways. Make sure you don't delete that though. So we have this. The last thing is I want to delete this, and I also want to delete this, but then I want to add data labels. So for the data labels, let's make that a bit bigger, and also I want to format the data label a bit. So I would come here and then type hash dot hash, which means I want something with 1 decimal place. Then I put comma, which means like round this up to the nearest thousand. Then K to actually signify or indicate the thousand. So this way, I prefer it looking this way. So well, we can change this color to whatever we like. But then we've been able to actually like deliver on this deliverable by creating this summary table and then this chart that, yeah, that works. So yeah, that's that. Bye.